Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated.
Hello, everyone. I know. I'm the stranger you haven't seen in a while. Welcome in, welcome, replay crew. Yeah. Um, I've been quite busy. Hey, Kathy, how are you? I've been quite busy. I went to, hey, Ben, how's it going, guys? I was in the West Side yesterday, and I get to be at the West Side tomorrow. Monday, I got so caught up in pricing stuff for the yard sale that Saturday, the time got away from me. It was just gone. So Saturday was good. We had a local, somewhat of an air show. I'm doing okay. Way better than yesterday. Good God, my poor heart was having problems. Thank you, solar flares. We had some sort of an air show kind of thing. We had a bunch of planes parked out on the tarmac. A lot of helicopters, a lot of the smaller little Cessnas, Cubcrafter, little planes like that. And then I never got to see the plaque of what the big prop was. I don't know. There was there was a big prop plane that looked similar to a Globemaster, which was odd because the week before one flew really low over the house. Now, granted, I'm in the flight path between, hey Sandy, between Joint McCord Air Force, Lewis McCord Air Force Base, or whatever they call it now, and our local firing center in Sela. So a lot of things fly over, but I was like, wow, a Globemaster and traveling that low of an altitude. So hopefully that was just so they could get used to the area when they brought it in for the air show, and nothing out of the ordinary. But driving over I-90 yesterday, there was a lot of military convoys. What I thought was bags and stuff were people in the back. I thought, oh wow, they've got that rig just stuffed full. Yeah, people. I was like, well, that had to be a bit cold. But I saw a lot of them heading west towards Seattle or wherever they were going to go. Kind of gave me a bit of an uneasy feeling with everything going on right now with Israel, Iran, uh, China, Ukraine, everything going on, and seeing, I haven't seen that much troop movement ever on I-90. Not that I travel it a lot, mind you, but at least in the last year. So, you guys doing okay? You surviving the sun? If you guys got this god awful heat wave we had for the last 4 days, um, it's supposed to be nice in Issaquah tomorrow at about 64, 65 degrees. Still wearing shorts. I got to go in for a blood work and then talk to oncology. Yay! I'm so thrilled. But my son's driving, the oldest. He's got ungodly amounts of sick time he can use for this. And since it's mom, he can use his sick time for it. But his car got hit. It's been 2 weeks now, I think. Some gal T-boned him. Nice. Not even a payment made, and it got hit. It's in the shop, so her insurance, and the only reason that her insurance got involved was the fact that he called and reported the accident to her insurance. So they're paying for a rental car. Oh, yeah. I've been eating canned food, canned chicken lately. I gotta rotate my stock because it's out of date, and I bought more, and so I need to eat what I got. But chicken salad, not bad, really. It's edible. But so we're gonna take the rental car and put mileage on it instead of my car because my car has like 220,000 miles on it. Mm. I watch these shows where I like watching Taylor the Fiend and Alpha Central and Sigma Male, something else besides politics. And women are bitching because they didn't get the right car they wanted. I'm over here bitching because I want to keep my car. I don't want to get rid of it. I like it. But oh, Twinkies? Oh no. Hey, buddy. Oh God, yeah, insurance. They broke down. Speaking of insurance, this whole thing I think only cost us $8,000. So we got a bill from the hospital. We paid all that. Took some money out of retirement fund, paid all that. So we didn't have to deal with it, trying to remember to make a payment, or whatever. So, and then I got a breakdown from the insurance company of where it all went. And they pretty much, because there's all these surgery, the surgery was two different surgeons were done at the same time. And so they did a pretty good job splitting which way it was going to go. But probably won't be on here too terribly long because you should see my living. It's full of U-Haul boxes, medium U-Haul boxes, because I got to fill those, go to the west side tomorrow, come back that night, Friday, load up the expedition, go to the storage unit, get more shit to get rid of, go to the yard sale. And I'm not going to be here next week. I may pop in Monday to see how the yard sale is going, but after that, I got to start getting ready. So actually, I'll be gone for a good couple of weeks almost. To start getting ready for camping, I have to grocery shop. I have to meal plan. I can't just eat hot dogs for 3 days. My whole system will not quite retaliate, revolt against me. There we go. If I ate hot dogs for 3 days. So I'm going to try to find something I can cook on the camp stove. We got one of those 2-burner things that I can on, and we take it with us. And so I got to, hey, 7th. So I got to think of something to eat. I mean, there's only going to be 4 of us, I think. Like it has been the last couple of years. So, and those boys aren't picky. They, he's just the oldest, he's my oldest extra child. Oh God, turned 37 last month. Jesus, criminy sakes alive. They don't care. Food's food. They just, they're happy to get away from the Seattle area into a place with no signal and no sound. And oh my God, I am so waiting for the no sound. I mean, I love going to the cabin. We're going to go there the beginning of July. I hope hubby got that day off. I mean, I can drive up for the day and he can come in after work. No big deal. But the next day in the morning, he needs to at least take that off. I'm trying to help wrangle 2 kids, load the thing because we have to be out by 11. But there's nothing. There's not a whole lot of birds, especially when it's that hot during the daytime. Almost zero traffic because that road goes to 2 dead-end roads, so there's zero traffic. motorcycle or side by side once in a while, but it's just quiet. No water running. There is water about 100 yards away, but it's a creek, and that I've dug out deep enough into to be able to scoop water out, so we have water for the fire. Water that I boiled. I have to have. I'm one of those people that have to have a hand washing station wherever I'm at. I can't stand dirty hands. No. So before I even set up my tent, I have marched my ass down to the creek to get buckets of water to start boiling it so we have wash water. But yeah. So I've got to start packing for that, start washing, start going to the storage unit, getting out what we need. I got cots to sleep on, similar to granddaughter's comfy cozy, as she calls it, up off the ground about yay high, so you're not cold. You're not sinking into an air mattress that A, stretches, B, when it's hot, blows up really easy, but at nighttime, cold air makes the air. Cold temperatures make the air compress in your air mattress. So by the time you wake up, you're sleeping on the floor, even if there's no holes on it. In it, you're sleeping on the floor. So I thought, well, we'll just get a couple of cots up off the floor, away from the cold, or away from, maybe depending on the temperature. We might like the heat, the cold. I don't know. Thank God I'm not doing another. Let me see, out of curiosity. We've done camping up there in 100+ degree weather. Thank you. BP Earthwatch told me, but I never got a chance to get one. A fan, the battery powered, what do you call it? Like a Craftsman or a Ryobi has a fan that uses those battery packs like your drills do and whatnot. Let me see. Daily for Goose Prairie. We're not going to be this. It's not going to be this cold. It says 61 for a high. Tuesday is what I'm pretty sure we're not going to be having fog. Goose Prairie says fog, and I'm like, but they ping out of the west side, so we're not going to have fog. But it says upper 60s, and I'm thinking we're going to be in mid 70s because we're away from the lake and in dirt and trees. Oh man, there's always so much to do, and then it just flies by so fast. I did when we went down Mother's Day weekend, checked out the campsite, see how bad people have trashed it. They made the camp ring smaller. But then I'm like, why am I gonna bitch? There's only gonna be 4 of us this time. Wonderful downed log that's up in the air, dry, ready to cut. Perfect. You only have to just one day when we get there, we'll be getting that thing out of there. Is right where I sprinkled Bradley, wherever he is. Where is my? That's weird. Oh, it's behind my thing. My brain is just fried. Behind the little one's tent thing, canopy is my bookcase. I'm like, where'd my bookcase go? Hey. Oh, I've got a lot going on. Yeah. I've got the yard sale at the fairgrounds Saturday. And then camping. So yeah. And then school's out next week. Yeah. And one of those days next week, I got to go to the west side. Never ends. Never ends. Oh my God. My brain just dawned on me that you can't see. It's hidden. But oh, I asked my daughter if I should, watching all the slapped ham. They do. I guess I don't know. I've only been there once, and now I'm actually doing one. So I'm hoping I've got a power bank. Uh, it's called a River. I'm hoping it will at least power a box fan. It should. I mean, I'm not getting rid of anything too fancy, unless you wear petite, small women's dress clothes. I've got some of Mother's clothes I'm going to get rid of that I know that will sell. But and a couple of pieces of Indiana glass. But I'm getting rid of air mattresses, and there's a camp stove that a neighbor had years back that seemed to think we needed it, because we went camping. It doesn't have a regulator. So I'm just tossing it in the pile to get rid of. And a 14-wheeled skateboard. What's it called? Flowboard? I think that's what they're called. So there's 7 wheels in the front, and they're like in an arch, and 7 wheels in the back. And I tried when the boys first got it when I was younger, and I healed faster. I didn't do good. I'll just stick to the 4 wheels and nice tight trucks that I don't have to worry about having too much movement on. And so yeah. Oh God. And I'm finding oddball things like my what is it? One of those candle melt things. Really pretty, looks really neat. Never used it because it's a pain in the ass to change out. It's all flat, leafy based, and in the middle has a leaf, 2 leaves. So it's like you can't put one of them rubber interchangeable discs in it. So they're gonna go bye-bye. It's gonna go bye-bye. I got, no use. Couple of boudoir lamps are going into so I'm never gonna get around to fix it. I got one halfway fixed, and life got too busy, and so it's going into the box to go bye-bye. I'm hoping this will fund. I need to get stuff for the garden, and I need to get it this weekend. So hopefully Saturday will fund stuff that I got to get Sunday. I need to get no more tomatillos. No, we're good there. I have enough sauce for a while. I need to get tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers, and I got to get all that going instead of traveling. But I want to get the soaker hoses. I can put in there so that I can just let the water dribble while we're gone into the baskets. Let's get some heirloom tomatoes. That's what I'm hoping this will fund the garden, because I got 2 boxes. I still got to fill with dirt and mulch. I've got the mulch. I just don't have I need to go to good old Bi-Mart and get dirt. It's always been my favorite dirt to work with. I don't know why. But excuse me, guys. It never ends. But yeah, so I'll probably pop in Monday, and then I got to start working on getting ready for we're gone camping Sunday through Wednesday. The last couple of years at the cabin, we're like, okay, well, everybody stays 3 nights. We stay the 4th night so we could get up and make sure it's all clean. And he goes, we're not staying a 4th night, are we? I said, no. He's like, good. I need help loading the trailer. I'm trying to pack it as light as I can. We don't do maybe marshmallows, but we don't do s'mores anymore. Potato salad is one of the things I got to make, though. Even if Oh, thank you, Ben. Oh God, I love my ADHD mind. Yes, I have downstairs two homemade Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls that I was given when I was younger. The handmade out of Brazil. And I was telling daughter that I want to set up the GoPro to watch them to see what they do. And because we were talking about, I guess Annabelle is missing. I don't know if they ever found her or not. The um the that doll that the Warrens had that someone decided to take out of the case and it's missing. And I'm like, yeah, we should, do that. Just see if, especially in this room, if anything happens. And she's like, no, 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 they can stay downstairs. They're just fine downstairs. Yeah, that haunted doll is like, unless somebody found it. Let me see. What's funny is that was my dog's name. I think it was Annabelle doll missing. Oh, she's not missing. Okay. Well, it's a good thing she's not missing. That's good. But I want to see if either one of those I have move or do anything. Something, my granddaughter, Thursday night, I ended up, it was supposed to be go pick her up, keep her busy till mom got off work, between dad starting swing shift and mom getting off work. Well, mom got invited to her other daughter's birthday dinner with her grandparents. Well, so I kept the baby. Well, she got in here and she told me somebody was here. Somebody was in here. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And I'm just hoping it was one of those two. But this house does have two guests. There's an old man and a little girl. So can can the doll's in the microwave? Or did I miss something? But yeah, she mentioned she and her mom. I didn't discourage her. I didn't encourage her. I just, okay, that's nice to know. Good to know. Of course, the cat was also staring at the same spot she was. So I was like, okay. Hopefully, I remember talking to either one of those, going, "Would you please keep an eye on her at nighttime?" When we went down to the farm, her mom saw a little kid, and it really surprised her, run into one of the bedrooms. My sister-in-law lives there alone, and her one and only kid is going to be 40 this year. So, and I asked, I said, was it a girl about 12? And she says, no. And I'm like, okay. That's why it's nice to have a cat. If you hear noises, you can just blame it on the cat. That's what I've done for the last 30 years. Just blame it on the cat. Yeah, the cat's making noises, or the cat's moving the closet door, because the cats will sleep in the closet once in a while. And so I just mark it off as that. But the reason I asked my granddaughter's mother, soon to be daughter, I don't know what the hell to call her. And she said it wasn't a 13-year-old girl, because my father-in-law's sister, who's older than him, I'm trying to remember how old, but died when she was really young from pneumonia. So, and they had for years had her picture, one of those good old oval picture frames, from the 20s or so, up on the wall. And so that's what we wondered. And she's like, no, it wasn't. Showed her the picture, and she says, no, it wasn't her. okay. Because I know that house is that my in-laws are still not as much as they were, but would pop in. Especially around Christmas time, all the stuff, the Christmas ornaments would move, and Sharon would be the only one. Their anniversary one day, their picture on top of their refrigerator fell down, just face down. So yeah, they're just not there like they used to be. But so yeah, so Friday, I said, okay, let's get up. Let's go to daycare because I was thinking I'm gonna have my Friday. I'm gonna, go out for an exercise because it didn't work. I didn't realize my son started work a half an hour than I thought earlier than I thought. Okay, let's go do that. No. She looked at me with these big crocodile tears and says, I don't want to go to daycare. Text her father. Is it okay if she doesn't go to daycare? He's like, that's fine. I looked at her. I said, we're going to the top of the pass. So she got to go play in some snow. And then evidently there's this new thing she has too. If she overeats, I was able to get her out once in time. The second time driving home, no. Thank God for leather seats. Yeah, she just bleh, was just, I think, too hot, too tired, too full. So yeah, I'm like, here, take the blanket you were supposed to use as a pillow and throw up into that. So I was like, so, and then yeah, it stunk. Cheetos. She threw up Cheetos. Uh, she cracked me up. We're at Union Creek Falls, and an ant was biting her, and she's just starting to freak out. I said, "It's okay. It's okay. It hurts. Let's pull them off. I said, "What's happening is you're walking in the ant." And I completely lied to her. I said, "The ant is biting you to hold on so it doesn't fall off." And she wasn't that upset, but if Bigfoot wanted it, I mean, um, I've heard that noise in a couple of places. One of those screams is at the campsite because we camp right below Nelson's Ridge, where there's a lot of sightings. But yeah, so she was a little better. The fact that the ant bit her. I said, you gotta keep moving. Do it. So she was ready to start walking down 999, and I'm like going, okay, we can walk for a little while, but then we got to get back to the car so we can go home. I'm so tired. Nelson's Ridge it's on the Chinook Pass side of the Cascades here. It's from me sitting here facing this way, it's over there. It's about where those gals who were flying the jet last fall crashed. The one that the military was looking for a long time. And God, I'm watching the news and stuff about it, and they're like, "Well, the way where they show it's at first, well, it's up near close to Mount Rainier," and I'm like, "No, it's not." I guess, well, the folks who've never been here wouldn't understand. It's an easy landmark for them to picture. But yeah, the gals didn't make it. But for the last, as long as I can remember, Bumping Lake sits in a canyon area, one of the straightest, longest canyons that they can do flight training with, and they do it just about every day. Typically around 1 o'clock, though it's quite rude at 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So they've flown low enough you can actually read the numbers off the bottom, but it's no longer a training plane. For years, it was just a little trainer, but now it's the jets, the actual jets. But it's really cool to watch. It's fun to catch especially if they come in pairs. Oh God, somewhere I have on here, I think I have video of them. It's really awesome. But if you don't tell a 10-year-old that you're gonna have low-flying jets, right next to the trail you're walking on, they'll p he put himself, the now 14-year-old, put himself in a fetal position on the ground. I was like, "Oh, shit, I forgot to tell you." He's just scared the ever living shit out of him, especially as loud as they are. Yeah, poor kid. But, oh, yeah, I got a new trail camera because I don't know where I put the trail camera from last year. Getting stuff out, because stuff for the yard sale, I've been put on the dining room table, on the floor next to the dining room table, so I have it in roughly one area. And I blocked off the computer armoire where I'm thinking it might be, and if it's not in there, it's probably in with my camping stuff. That'd be cool if I could find the one I don't know exactly where I put after last year. I like that one better, but it'd be cool to have two of them. But I want to put one down by the creek and see what comes at nighttime to the creek. I just, um, my brain wants to say, just tell the two boys, no romantic walks that direction at nighttime because the trail camera's going to be up. Um, but or peeing in that direction. So, hey, Paola. Okay, I'm tired, really tired, but I'm okay. I go see the oncologist tomorrow. Wee. And hopefully I can tell her I'm just not thrilled with this medication. I don't want to take it anymore. But yep, I'm catching people up because it's been a busy week and it's my probably one and only day I'll be here because I got the yard sale on Saturday, and now my living room right now with all the U-Haul boxes looks like we're moving. I've got an old 1980s backpack I'm gonna get rid of with a blue aluminum frame. Stuff like that. No sleeping bags, but yeah, a couple of tents to get rid of. It's just been busy, busy, busy. There's no stop. I mean, and next week school's out. That means I have to get up early. I don't like that idea. And listening to those two argue, oh my God. The 9-year-old is to the point. She's trying to convince her not to eat the ultra processed foods because that's bringing on puberty a little too early, and she's having meltdowns. Oh my God. Over the smallest shit. And her brother doesn't help either, though. And I'm like, there is no crying in baseball. Knock it off. We do not need to cry for something like this. She's 9. She got her first bra. Yep. So she's at that age. And that's the one thing. I only had boys. I didn't have to deal with that. Yeah. Awesome. Good job, Paola. That is great. You have to start getting your own space back. That's kind of how I feel getting rid of mother's stuff, that I can put what I want on those shelves. Just gotta go through those damn pictures. One of my folks' wedding pictures is getting shipped to Texas. I'll probably keep just the one of those two, and I don't know what the hell to do with the whole album. It's got oh, where did Dad's album go? Shit. That's probably gone. Their wedding album played music. I don't know what the hell to do with it. Dad had one from Japan, the black lacquered wood, and it also played music, and he had pictures, and I don't know what happened to it. So, but yeah, I've got to go through all the pictures, and some of them I just is it? Oh yeah, I need to see if I can catch it though. I got to figure a way to get a picture from. And usually I zoom in with my camera and I get a good picture, nice crisp picture of the moon, but then they all look the same. So I need to get it back a little bit so I can actually size wise instead of just the color, instead of just having a moon take up the whole picture. It's supposed to be the closest the moon's ever been, or not ever been, but it has been in a long time, I guess. The closest to us, because I'm not sure why. And our moon keeps moving away from us. What is it, a centimeter a year? So, ooh. Oh, I bet, Paola. I bet. And that's quite the credit card. Mm-hmm. That's, wouldn't one have to sharpen it? Granted, I've never tried to cut myself with credit cards, so. Oh. Mm. No, I was sitting there and eating yesterday. We ate at this Burgermeister place that I think is being remodeled. I don't know what happened, but it's being remodeled. And I was so into Reddit breast cancer because I almost sat there cried eating dinner. Um, she has stage 4, and it's went into her brain, and I felt so bad. It's her daughter's mother. That's what happened to her at 44. That's how we lost her. So, and I just, yeah, it was made the rest of the ride home. Really, my poor brain was going a million miles an hour. Oh, wow. I naturally make more testosterone than most women, according to my blood work from like 25 years ago. That's why I can be an asshole at sometimes. But I was just I didn't get a picture. But I couldn't help but be irritated on the drive home. I waited till we were away from that place. There was a father with his kid. The little boy looked like he's maybe about 4. Because we have to eat outside now while they're working on the place. He didn't talk to his child. He was too busy on the damn phone. Still, when they were done eating, still didn't talk to the child. He was still on the phone. And I'm like, wow. And whoever he was talking to, he was upset with. But yeah, you do. Oh, I love the John Wick movies. But yeah, he ignored his kid, and I'm like, how do people when the job becomes more important than the child? I was like, wow. And of course, they got into their Rivian and drove off, but I was like, geez, you have your kid right there. You got a perfect chance to visit with him, connect with him, but you're on the bloody phone the whole goddamn time. I mean, like I've said multiple times, I've seen more bugs than I ever care to look at. But when the kid says, hey, mom, come look at this, I drop everything and I go look at that. I'm that way with the daycare kids too. And I've seen more Fortnite than I ever care to watch. So, yeah, it's been busy and hectic. And what the hell do we do Sunday? Oh, the lawn. Mow the lawn and got more shit out to sell. Oh, that's okay. It's I absolutely love this gloss. It's Jenna Marbles put it perfectly, though it doesn't sound right. I have a goo addiction. Oh, lip gloss. But yeah, good old Revlon has a little diamond, rhinestone looking thing at the tip. That's what it is. Kind of goes with the red in the shirt. So I'm gonna have to get going, guys. I gotta get that at least walkable for the kids when they get here. I've got like 4 medium-sized U-Haul baskets. But yeah, my goal is to be back Monday because, like I said, tomorrow, yay, over the mountains again. And then next week, and then I got to get ready for the yard sale. Friday, I have to have it into town to load up into the U-Haul. So that we're just taking a U-Haul. So I don't know what she's getting rid of. I just want to sell enough to fund the garden this year. So, guys, I love you all. I've missed this, but there's so much shit I got to get done. It's just, I need to start writing lists again instead of flying by the seat of my pants, because then I stand there and do circles. So, oh yeah, I'm not driving tomorrow, but I will remind my oldest, precious cargo here. I'll get a dirty look for that one because that's what his ex-wife used to say. Yeah, but it's not his car, but I don't want to get into a wreck. So I'll try to catch you guys. The goal's Monday. If need be, remind me Sunday. I have to slow down for a few minutes, but I'll let you know how things went. All of my love, Miss Dragon. Back to sorting and pricing. Yay. Oh, no, I'm going to teach that to my granddaughter. I already taught both my boys how to drink and cuss. Actually, no, I did teach them both how to drink and cuss. We used to make beer, and they would help. Yeah. Probably not the best parent, but they still came out pretty decent. Okay, now I have to do all this manually since I'm not spending $400. Take care, guys, and I will be back Monday. I shall catch you all. Whoops, hold on. On the flip side, I got to do this different now. Yay.
Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.